Hello, the Pioneer viewers. As you know, our agenda is the Russia-Ukraine war. The ongoing war on the front is the biggest war Europe has witnessed in recent times. The intensity of the war is growing day by day. These events unfolding during the war are being followed with interest from all over the world. International developments make the war agenda dynamic, and the political moves of the parties are coming one after the another. Leaving the political dimension aside, there are serious problems in the war dimension. In the times of war, it can be observed that military units suffer psychological devastation. But this devastation affects not only on the soldiers, but also everyone in the country. The citizens of a country form a large mass as relatives of their soldiers fighting on the front line. Therefore, not only the soldiers, but the whole population is psychologically affected by the war. It can be said that Russia faced many problems after its invasion attempt against Ukraine. The problem-solving methods of political authorities may differ. The main point is to question the methods in terms of compliance with the law. If we consider that Russia started the war by illegally invading Ukrainian territory, we can understand that the source of the problems. Public anxiety in Russia seems to be high due to the oppressive behavior of the Moscow administration. The anti-Putin movement, which is raising along with the public anxiety, is strengthening the opposition ahead the upcoming elections. The Kremlin, on the other hand, is working hard to gain the majority of public support ahead of the upcoming Russian elections. A video that emerged in the past few days caused a great stir. In the video published by the Russian soldiers, it was seen that he complained intensely and expressed his reaction to Moscow. The video shared on social media reached thousands of people in a short time. Another development also took place on the Ukrainian front. Ukraine's statements against Russian collaborators attracted great attention. Now, if you are ready, let's examine the latest developments together. As the Pioneer, we continue to report on the Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so as not to miss our daily map reports and reports on the agenda. I also read all your comments on our videos. Please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments with us. Let's start if you are ready. The Pioneer reports. A video that has recently appeared in the social media has attracted great attention. In the video shared by a Russian soldier, reactions against the Putin administration and the Kremlin's actions were expressed. No statement was made by the authorities after the Russian soldier's video. It was understood that the Russian soldier accused Putin and other Russian officials in the video he shared. The video made public by Ukraine's former Deputy Interior Minister Anton Horschenko revealed the situation of the Russian army. Ukrainian officials claim that Russia has suffered more than 350,000 casualties since the start of the war. Ukrainian authorities have been sharing data on the war in the open sources since the first days of the war. The soldier in the shared video claimed to be close to Marinka, just southwest of the eastern city of Donetsk, harshly criticizing Russian President Putin and the Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu. The soldier questioned where the rest of the country's army was. Stating that the mobilization was a disappointment, the soldier continued the video with the insult and curses. He stated that there are soldiers rotting in the trenches and that fake wealth is useless. The Russian soldier said that he wondered when the military service would end after being taken to the front. One situation that caused great criticisms in the Russian army was the duration of military service. Moves are being made to extend the military service of the mobilization troops and to keep the front. As a result, the duration of military service is quite long. Relatives of the Russian soldiers often expressed their sadness and reactions to this issue. The Russian soldier also criticized the irregularities in the Russian army. In the video, he shared his reaction. The soldier said that he did not accept the murderers, thieves, and notorious criminals were recruited in the Russian army and that was complaining. He accused politicians whom he claimed to live a luxurious life of indifferences. The problems raised by the Russian soldier in the video have actually been on the war agenda for a long time. Most of the personnel in the Russian army expressed their complaints. The steps taken to create public opinion and make problems publicly known have not been reciprocated by Moscow. Russian authorities don't comment on the allegations during the war. Ukrainian authorities, on the other hand, closely follow the war processes and try to inform the public about everything. In the past days, a series of statements were made by the Ukrainian authorities. Important issues were mentioned in the statement. Ukrainian authorities announced that those who cooperate with the Russians will not be tolerated. The National Center of Resistance of Ukraine, a branch of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, sent a sharp message to potential collaborators in the eastern and southern regions occupied by the Kremlin forces. The warning comes amid rumors that Russia will complete the formal territorial integration of Donetsk, Kherson, Luhansk, and Zaporizhia by the end of the year. The referendum vote and its results in the Russian-occupied Ukrainian territories are not accepted by Ukraine and the West. This is because it's believed that the voting was triggered and the vote was illegal. The National Center of the Resistance of Ukraine reminds all the collaborators and those who want to help the enemy that by cooperating with the occupation authorities, you will be liquidated or convicted in the accordance with the current legislation of Ukraine. The National Center of Resistance of Ukraine said in a post on its website. The Ukrainian National Center of Resistance was established after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine and advises civilians on how to join non-violent resistance. It has been doing an important work since the beginning of the war, defending Ukraine's rights. The regions are tactically vital for Russia as they provided an uninterrupted land bridge to the Crimean Peninsula, which is forcibly annexed from Ukraine in 2014. But the territorial integrity of those occupied territories remains disputed by Ukraine, and both Kyiv and Moscow continue to fight for control. Military reports says that Russian authorities aim to consolidate administrative control of the territories and forcibly interrogate Ukrainian citizens into the country's governance systems. The Russian occupation is expected to be a major issue in the upcoming election campaign in Russia. The process, which is planned to be used for political propaganda during the elections, was revealed in the military reports. Russian authorities will use Russian interests in the Ukraine to give Putin an advantage in the elections. What do you think about the video shared by the Russian soldier? What do you think the problems in the Russian army teach us about Russia? Do you think Russian politicians are living a luxury life and ignoring the problems? What do you think about the statements made by the National Center of Resistance of Ukraine? How do you think the Ukrainian army and Kyiv managed the occupation process? We care about your opinion. Please share it with us.